Alright guys, welcome once again to this market overview video. Um, it's now Monday the 28th of March 2016. Today I thought we would talk a little bit about the direction or market direction. I'm going to show you guys uh, how I put my bias in the market. The reason I'm not going to be talking much about the current market is just because it has been really slow. Of course, Easter was this weekend, and it seems that people and traders are still coming into the market. So it's been really slow. It's been really slow this from I believe from Thursday or Wednesday last week, and that's fine. Just means that we have to fill up the time with something else. I do have a trade on from last week. It's the dollar CAD. I believe that I showed you this guys. Showed you guys this trade. Excuse me. I posted it on TradingView as well. So this is basically how the trade looks, and it looks like we're getting some movement in the market right about now, which is pretty awesome. We're coming down to target 1.
Order filled.
If you heard that, then we just got filled right here on pound yen. If you heard the ninja lady, here we go. Just got filled on this bat pattern on pound yen. Maybe I maybe I spoke too soon when I said not much is going to be happening in the market. But anyways, so we're filled on the pound yen on the bat pattern. I'm going to be posting this bat pattern onto TradingView after this video, and we are currently involved with dollar CAD, and I am not sure why my internet is so slow, but anyways, I got a question I want to answer real quick. I got a question from a student on my Udemy platform. He was asking about what this platform is. This is tradingview.com. It's a web-based platform. I don't trade out of TradingView. This is just the reason I use TradingView for my videos. It's just because it's really visual. There are easy, this thing right here. We have, it's just really easy to use, and yeah, like I said, it's pretty visual to the eye. The NinjaTrader is more HTML. I mean, it's great. I do use the NinjaTrader to set up my final analysis, but I use TradingView as my bird's eye view. Just when I'm coming into the market, it's a web-based. It's on the browser. It's pretty easy. But the NinjaTrader I use when I'm setting up the actual trades. And the reason I never showed you guys the NinjaTrader, first of all, is I don't really care for showing my account, my trading account, because I really don't think it matters. And if you think it matters, I don't really care what you think. So if you're one of those people that are thinking to themselves, well, he's not trading, anyone can just be on TradingView and post stuff. Well, that's up to you. You can choose to believe what you believe, but I do actually trade. So, and yeah, the other reason is because I have a second computer right here beside me. I use a Mac for my videos, and obviously NinjaTrader is a PC, what's it called? A PC program. So that's on another computer. And yeah, so I just realized for all you doubters, if you heard the Ninja Lady when she said order filled, that may be proof. But anyways, I don't really care. I might show you guys a graph, the graph from the NinjaTrader thingy, just to show you guys how the last 3 or 4 weeks have been. The first of the 4 weeks, the first 2 or the first week, I believe it was about 8 or 9 days. I'm not sure. I may need to set all this thing together to show you guys, but the of the 4 weeks, the first 8 or 9 days, I believe, were just hell. I just lost and lost and lost and lost. But the last 2 weeks, or the last 3, have been exceptional. So it's funny to see how the curve on your what's it called, on your thingy where the curve is, forget the name, but it's funny to see the I'm gonna draw it in, so I'm gonna use the arrow here. So my curve was like looked something like this. Dun, dun. That was the last the first 8 days of the 4 weeks. Then the curve changed and it looks something like this. So not only did I break the losing period starting point, but I'm actually above it right now. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the purpose of this video, I've been talking for like 10 minutes and I still haven't gone to what I was going to be doing. Okay, let's go in and talk a little bit about direction of the market. So let's get a clean chart here, and let's hope this loads up pretty quickly. Not sure why this is taking so long. Alright, so here we have a chart. This is the Euro USD. So I like to look at the 4-hour charts just to get a bigger perspective of things. So if we take a look at the 4-hour chart, and guys, this is just basic stuff. Of course, this depends on how you personally look at things. I'm going to show you how I would look at it. That doesn't mean that this is the only way to look at it. I'm going to show you both ways actually. So one way to look at things is to take the move like so, bam, bam, bam. We have break of structure right here, and this is just 1, 2, 3, and this would be considered the 4th, like so, and we could be actually loading up for a push to the upside, right? So this is one way of looking at it. This is my preferred way. I like to look at big picture things. And obviously, of course, you can see this better on the daily, right? Daily and higher time frames. If this loads up, as you can see right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this might be loading up to breaking or pushing higher, right? So I just like to use the 4 hour. I don't know. I just like to. Many people use the daily for their higher time frame analysis. That's fine. I mean, I basically use the daily. I mean, I go on to the 4 hour and I zoom back. So it's just a matter of perspective and zooming, I guess. But let's check out the other way. If this chart loads up. All right, what's up? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about the delay. I don't know what's happening. But the other thing is to, I'm going to get a better example than the most recent market. The other, oops, what happened there? What's up with the internet? Or TradingView. Maybe TradingView is just losing its mind. All right, I'll just use the current, the most recent. It's not the best example, but I hope you could catch my drift. So the second thing, or the second way to do it, is to, for a lack of a better term, go a little anal. Right, so you could do something like this. This would be considered one move. You have a small pullback, you have a move to the downside, you have the break of structure right here. This could be a pullback, and you would expect the market to go lower, right? Both ways are correct. It's just a matter of perspective and how you look at things, right? So we can also check out, this is just a doesn't concern direction, and guys, these are two same situations, but in the first example I was expecting what? I was expecting the market to push higher, right? In the second example, I am expecting the market to push lower, right? So you'll always get conflict. That's the most hardest thing in trading, is to actually see these conflict areas and to decide, actually just to pull the trigger and to decide which way is my bias on this trade or on this chart, right? And like I said, I prefer to look at things the big picture way. And if this is the way you prefer it, that's how I look at the chart, and I mean, I see the other way, but I'm not concerned with it, right? So I'm not getting the conflict. In my mind, this is one move, and we are expecting a move higher, right? I'm not getting the conflict of, but wait, this is, you can get, it's hitting the resistance right here, and it may continue down. Of course it may continue down. I'm not saying that this isn't resistance or support or structure or whatever, right? This is just how I look at things, and you can, of course, you can find your way if you want to get a little anal. And of course, if you drop down the time frame, this is also important on how on which time frame you're trading out of, right? So if you were trading off a 15-minute time frame, right, this right here, I would agree that this was more important, that this is the structure and you expect the market to push a little lower, right? Just all a matter of perspective, guys. But I forget what I was going to say. We were talking about direction. Yep. I thought I had something else. Thought I was going to say something else, something smart, something important. What was it? Yeah, I forgot. So I'm gonna and guys, I know this is the second video in a row that it's been a little slow in the market, and that's just how it is. I want to talk briefly about life in general and how you decide to live your life, because it's just a funny. I ran into this. I was watching the news. What was it? 2 nights ago, and they were talking about, we have like an aluminum plant, guess you would say, that produces like aluminum. I think that's the right way to say it. And there was this interview with a guy that worked in the plant, and he has been working there for like 3 years. And the story was about how they're cutting the shifts from 12-hour shifts to 8-hour shifts, and how that's much better for him and his family and stuff like that. And I was watching this news story, and I literally felt sick, because I was thinking, how on earth is this man prepared to live his life working 12-hour shift or even 8-hour shift? I don't really care. But that's he's been working 12-hour shifts for 3 years, right? So you can imagine how his life is. He wakes up at, I don't know, 7 or 6 or whatever. This guy has 3 kids, right? So he has to wake up at, let's say, just say 7 or 6:30. He has to wake up the kids. He has to feed the kids, and of course he does have a wife to help him with it, but no, doesn't matter. And he has to get the kids to school or preschool or whatever. Then the guy has to go to this power plant or aluminum plant or whatever they make there, and he has to work 12-hour shifts doing God knows what. This is not a guy who sits in his office drinking coffee, right? So he has to work 12-hour shifts. So let's assume that the guy starts at 8 in the morning. Then he comes home at 8 in the evening. He probably eats dinner, let's say until 9. Talks to his wife, and he was complaining that he never got to see his kids, and I'm all for that. But can you imagine the life of the guy that's working there, right? He doesn't do anything else, and this is the reason I got into what I'm doing today. I felt so sorry for the guy. I mean, guys, you only have this one life, right? Right? Depending on your faith and everything. And I'm not gonna go into that, but why in the hell would you wanna live your life just working and just busting your ass for this is for nothing, right? This is just to stay alive. I'm not talking about taking the time to work your ass off to achieve something greater, right? That's a whole nother thing. But I'm just talking, this is the guy's life, and he's gonna do this for the next years. This is what he does, and I just felt so fortunate that I can actually do what I want when I want it, and my work is teaching and trading, and guys, when you learn how to trade, trading is not hard. It's relatively easy to take a look at a chart, decide if you have an entry. Of course, this is when all the work, the pre-work, has been done. It literally takes me 10 seconds to see if to take a look at a chart and see if there's something on this chart I would like to take a closer look at, and then eventually take a trade, right? So the easiest job in the world. I mean, the skill. Then we have the whole psychological thing and stuff like that. That is important too. But the skill trading in general, when you've mastered the skill, trading is not hard at all, at all. So I hope you guys, and I'm sorry for my rambling right here. To sum up, we have a trade on the dollar CAD. I'm not even gonna push it because I know it's gonna take forever. We have a trade on dollar CAD, which is winning as of right now, and we just got filled the dollar yen bat pattern on the 1 hour, and I'll be posting that. So I hope you like this rant. I mean, yeah, I just hate to see people living their lives and not being able to do what they want, right? It's just heartbreaking to see how much people work their ass off for small to none gain, just barely surviving. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's enough money in the world for I'm not saying everyone, but most of us, to be comfortable, living a comfortable life. And that's what it's all about, guys. Just living a comfortable life. I mean, you don't have to get greedy and say I want to be a billionaire and have the private planes and the yachts, and I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about being a millionaire or a billionaire. I'm just talking about living a comfortable life where you don't have to wake up at 6 and slave yourself for 12 hours every goddamn day just to be able to make a living. Right? I mean, it's super important to find something that you I'm not gonna say love to do, but what you like to do. That's important. That you spend your time doing things you like to do. Right? Okay, guys. I guess I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully that's gonna be on Wednesday or something, because I'm hoping the market will kick up soon and we'll have some opportunities. We do have on the Aussie CAD. I'm going to show you guys on the Aussie CAD. It's a little premature, but or was it on the Aussie USD? Trading view. No, it's on the Aussie USD. Yep. I'm going to show you this Gartley pattern that's forming on the Aussie USD for you guys that are interested in trading the Gartley. If we can get the Aussie USD to show up, but we have a few potential wasn't on the Aussie. I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to write it down where it was. Let's check out the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I Thought it was on the AUSD, but it's not. Oh yeah, we're on the 4 hour. We're on the 4 hour. We have to take a look at the 1 hour as well. What's wrong with TradingView? Oh my god, it's taking forever. How long is this video? Come on, come on, come on. Guys, if you're still here, if you're still watching this video, I don't know how long I've been recording. Please take the time to like and subscribe and everything like that. Okay, so I don't know where the Gartley was. Where was the Gartley pattern? It's gonna take too long to find it just because TradingView is super slow, and I forgot to write down where it was, but it was somewhere on these pairs right here. But let's not. I'm not gonna keep you any longer. Thank you for watching. If you watched the whole thing, and I hopefully see you soon. So until next time, guys.